Android.
Now at 10, a structure fire in Altamont, Kansas turns fatal for a man. Plus, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Jasper and Newton counties host a tasty fundraiser. And shoppers head out to the Coleman Holiday Market in Miami, Oklahoma.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A devastating fire in southeast Kansas claims the life of a local business owner. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Anthony Saviello. The fire happened last night in Altamont, Kansas. Altamont Police Chief Michael Shields says 61-year-old Edward Escalas, who owned the motorcycle repair shop, was found dead at the scene. First responders called for mutual aid when they realized the intensity of the fire. Firefighters from 8 different communities responded to help bring the blaze under control. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Both the Kansas State Fire Marshal and the KBI are involved. Meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us with a first look at our weather.
Temperatures now getting into the lower 50s, upper 40s. We still have a pretty strong breeze from the southeast. Those winds are gusting 15 to 20 miles per hour. They're going to continue to strengthen overnight tonight and through Saturday as well, getting up to 25, maybe even 30 miles per hour by Saturday evening. Now tonight, we're looking really good. Clear skies, but we do have some clouds rolling in early in the morning on Saturday. It's going to be partly cloudy skies, increasing as we head into Saturday evening. Stronger wind gusts, and then overcast skies Sunday, plus rain showers as we head into overnight Sunday night. Now, a warm front and a cold front pass on Monday, where we could see a good amount of rain. Now, I'll have all those details coming up.
All right, Lindsay, thanks. The Crawford County Board of Canvassers got off to an early start this morning. The board met to review the election results from November 5th. It also went over challenged and provisional ballots in the county. There were 178 uncounted ballots and 391 counted ballots. A final results report was also tabulated. That report will be certified in writing to all the respective entities that have offices on the ballot for election. Canvass meetings are an essential part of ensuring election integrity and transparency. Crawford County Commissioners also meeting this morning. On the agenda was a resolution to use the property located at 292 South 150th Street in Girard, Kansas for the construction and operation of a new water treatment plant. The resolution requires a rezoning of the property from agriculture to commercial. That resolution was passed and signed. The SEK Recycling Center in Pittsburgh cut the ribbon today on a new paper baler. They reached their goal of $10,000 through grants and donations for the machine in May and recently installed it. The staff and crew have been using it for a few months.
A lot of things super easy for the staff who are, working around a lot of different materials and equipment, and so anything that can be done to simplify processes for them is going to be very valuable.
The SEK Recycling Center is open for drop-offs from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays and from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Saturday. The community came out to support a big cause today. Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Jasper and Newton counties partnered with Community Bank and Trust in Neosho to raise funds for the organization. The event also got a financial boost thanks to the Ghetto Tacos food truck.
Relationships like we have with Ghetto Tacos is so important because we want to make sure that we're providing safe, stable, long-lasting matches. And a big piece of that is background screenings, reference checks. Safety is obviously the most important, but all of those things have cost related to them. And so the relationship with Ghetto Tacos is huge.
The goal of Big Brothers Big Sisters is to create and support one-to-one mentoring relationships, positive role models, and additional adult influence in a child's life. The Coleman Ballroom in Miami, Oklahoma got into the holiday spirit today. The ballroom transformed into the Coleman Holiday Market. Shoppers looking for holiday gifts could check out items created by local artisans. The event also provided a great way to bring the community together.
Well, I think it brings the community together. It's a way to bring back the past. The Miami Christmas Foundation has worked very, very hard to redo all of our Christmas lights on Main Street. We have new snowflakes, we have new garlands, we have the spheres of days gone by.
For anyone who missed the event today, don't worry, the holiday market continues tomorrow, and we hear Santa Claus will be there, but come early. It's our final four-state Friday night, and we're going out with a bang. Carthage versus Webb City with a district championship on the line. John Dales has the game of the week and more coming up later in sports. But up first, members of the Quapaw tribe met in Miami today to look back on 200 years of the Treaty of 1824. Members of the Quapaw tribe gathered at Downstream Casino for the 200th anniversary of the Treaty of 1824 being signed. KOAM's Melissa Alexis brings us more information about the treaty's history and its importance.
We've prospered.
Prosperous is the word Barbara Kaiser uses to describe how far the Quapaw Nation has come since the Treaty of 1824 was signed.
It marks the real beginning of the dispossession of the Quapaw people from their traditional lands.
The treaty between the U.S. and Quapaw resulted in the tribe being removed from Arkansas.
About transportation, unless they had horses.
Literally playing Jeopardy.
They walked and traveled.
Relocated from the east, from the southeast, and of course from what is now Arkansas. And that cannot have been an easy transition.
The tribe was given $4,000 and land in the Red River region in Louisiana to move to. Flooding would destroy their crops and lead to deaths from starvation.
They had no choice. They did it so that we could be standing here today.
They farmed and they hunted and they had plenty. And then all of a sudden they were moved somewhere where there was nothing. They had no families, they had no roots, they had, it wasn't their home anymore.
In spite of any optimism that some of the nation's leadership felt, they realized the handwriting was on the wall. There was a pattern of dispossession, of always moving the native nations.
The original treaty, which is usually stored at the Arkansas State Archives, was on display.
Sad, but on the flip side of that, also proud.
Reporting in Quapaw, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
Barbara Kaiser Collier says the 200th anniversary of the signing of the treaty is a symbol of Quapaw's resilience and survival in the face of adversity. Well, Lindsay is next with a complete look at your weekend forecast, and a little later it's a big night for area football. John Dales kicks off the latest edition of Friday Night Football in just a few minutes.
Purchase a brick today.
Well, today was really nice. We did get a bit warmer into the upper 60s, but sunny skies all day long, clear skies all night. Taking a look outside downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. Winds are gusting through tonight, 15-20 mile per hour wind gusts, so it's going to be a bit of a windy evening, but clouds don't roll in until early Saturday morning, and see how they're draped across Kansas, moving into Wichita area and into our area on Saturday. We're going to start the day off with some clouds, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures in the lower 40s, but warming up quickly, upper 40s by 8 a.m. and then into the 60s by 11 a.m. Our highs getting into the upper 60s, low 70s on Saturday. Now, winds are going to continue to gust by 9 a.m. We're gusting 25 to 30 miles per hour, especially on the Kansas and Oklahoma side. Definitely seeing wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour. Those continue for most of the day on Saturday, but they will die down just after Saturday evening, ahead of the rain on Sunday. Now, quickly strengthen though following the warm front. This is now 8:30 in the morning on Monday. Warm front passes just about this time. So winds out of the south-southeast, and that's going to be gusting up to 40 miles per hour. So not only are we getting wind gusts, but we're also getting heavy amounts of rain starting Sunday night. Temperatures getting up to the upper 60s and even low 70s. Now it's mid-November, so we're going to be well above average this time of year, but these temperatures are just warming up quickly because of that warm front that's going to be moving in and that cold front that is also going to be moving in. So starting Sunday, our future track, Sunday morning, we've got those mostly cloudy skies. A few showers may pop up, but really we're expecting those rain showers to be coming in later in the evening, just ahead of that warm front. This is starting about 11 p.m. on Sunday. And then there comes our warm front moving from the south straight into the north. We're getting more of a straight line across from west to east. Rain showers, not a severe threat at all, but some heavy rain chances. Now, quickly after the warm front passes, now this is Monday afternoon, early afternoon, that cold front moves in more towards the east, heading that way, and then clearing out. By Tuesday, we're looking really good. Clear skies. Temperatures do drop, though, down into the low 60s with another possibility of an isolated shower. However, it's not going to be a big threat. We've been talking about the potential for wintry event midweek next week. That's not going to happen, but we are going to get the drop in temperatures, lower 50s, and then our overnight lows still at or around freezing.
Well, if you're a hunter, it sounds like perfect hunting weather. That starts tomorrow. Lindsay and I are getting out of here, and we're turning it over to John and Brock. Friday Night Football action straight ahead.
You're watching 4 State Friday Night, proudly sponsored by GN Bank, Crawcan, Sticklin & Sticklin Law Firm, and Macco Builders.
Hey, welcome into a special playoff edition of 4 State Friday Night. That's Brock. I'm John. Brock, only the best of the best are still alive at this point.
You know, we have multiple teams competing for a district championship tonight, including a handful of teams that are starting their playoff journey.
Yeah, that's right. Let's get started with the only battle between two of our local teams. That's in Missouri. Webb City goes on the road to Carthage, Class 5 District 7 championship. First quarter, Tigers already up 7-0. This will add to that lead. Brady Carlton with a beautiful play-action fake. His wide receiver, Trent Yates, is wide open. Nobody within 20 yards of him. 84-yard touchdown. Carthage leads 14-0. But the game turns on this play. Same score. Webb City punting it away, down by 14. That punt is muffed, and Mason Williams recovers it for the Cardinals. That leads to a Webb City touchdown. Cardinals then recover a fumble on the ensuing kickoff, so a few plays later, Jackson Lucas rolls out, fires to the end zone, where it's caught by Cohen Epler. Just like that, we're tied at 14. Next play, remember I said Webb City has already recovered 2 fumbles, one on a punt, one on a kickoff, and the Cardinals get the ball back again on another kickoff, and they know just what to do with it. Jackson Lucas, who just threw for a touchdown, this time keeps it on the read option, turns it upfield, and sprints into the end zone. After trailing 14-0, Webb City goes on a 42-14 scoring run. Cardinals are district champions.
Joplin football travels to Nixa for the Class 6 District 5 championship game. Early in the first quarter, Joplin trails 7-0. Torrin Jones running hard here. He picks up the first down. A few plays later, it's Jones again who punches it in, and we're tied up at 7 points apiece. But Nixa's pass attack starts to heat up. Adam McKnight connects with Kavion Flint for the first down. That drive would end with a touchdown. Later in the first half, McKnight goes deep to Flint again. This time, it's another touchdown. Nixa was just too much for Joplin to handle tonight. Final score, 48-21.
Mount Vernon also goes on the road tonight to face Stratford in the Class 3 District 5 championship. First quarter, Stratford QB Jordan Edelstein fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He goes all the way to the end zone to give the Indians the early lead. Mountaineers down on the road early. They need a response, and they get one from Braden Dodson. He gashes the Stratford defense and runs all the way down near the goal line before he's finally tackled. Then, on 1st and goal, Dodson gets into the end zone. This one goes down to the wire, but Mount Vernon pulls it out 28-21. The Mountaineers are district champions.
Staying in the Big 8 Conference, the Seneca Indians are playing for another district title game for the 4th straight year. Now, Seneca, they're a team that's already won 3 in a row, and they continue their run towards an undefeated season. Undefeated Seneca at home tonight against the Forsyth Panthers for the Class 3 District 6 title game. Seneca gets right down to business. Hayden Klaus hands off the ball to Roman Miller. He rolls into the end zone for a touchdown. First one for the Indians tonight. Indians up 14-0 now. Tyrone Harris takes the jet sweep, makes a couple of defenders miss, and he is gone for another Seneca touchdown. Indians extend their lead. It's now 21-0. Seneca now back on offense. Hayden Klaus fires this one deep. Great catch here as he connects with Blaze Graham near midfield. Later in that drive, it's Miller again. This time he'll take the handoff, spinning his way like a magician into the end zone. What a move. Seneca improves to 11-0 with a 64-7 win over Forsyth in the district title game.
And as we head to break, here are a few more playoff final scores from around the 4 states, which includes Lamar winning a district title.
You're watching 4-State Friday Night, proudly sponsored by Sticklin and Sticklin Law Firm, GN Bank, Crockett, and Neosho County Community College.
Hey, welcome back into a playoff edition of 4-State Friday Night. That's Brock Baldridge. I'm John Dales. We've shown you some district championships in Missouri. Now let's head to Oklahoma, where tonight the playoffs begin. Emerging from the smoke come the Miami War Dogs, looking to advance to the Class 4A quarterfinals. They're taking on Hilldale. Second drive of the game, Hornet QB Dawson Fields scrambles, and he slides down for a first down. Same drive. Miami's still on defense. A few plays later, Fields finds Parker Ireland. He jukes out a defender and moves the Hornets even further into scoring territory. And a couple of plays down the line, Fields uncorks a bomb downfield that is caught by Brady Scott. Just like that, Miami trails 7-0 late in the first quarter. Early second quarter now, War Dogs needing a response on offense. Sam Lillard airs it out deep, but this gets picked off in the end zone. Just not Miami's night. The War Dogs season ends with a first-round playoff loss. Final score, 21-9.
Well, only a handful of our teams are still alive in Kansas. So let's go take a look at the Chanute Blue Comets, who have a tough matchup tonight going against the Bishop Miege Stags. Over to Kansas, Chanute at home against Bishop Miege in the Class 4A sectional playoff game. Opening drive of this game, Bishop Miege opts for a 40-yard field goal attempt. How about this? And this one's nowhere near the goal post right here, and that's no good. Chanute now on their first drive, Chris Harding at quarterback throws across the middle. Elliott Stevenson bobbles but makes the catch for the first down. But Bishop Miege would later force a punt on that drive, so we go to the second quarter now. Marco Rodriguez fires this pass deep down the sideline. Taryn Jackson makes a diving catch in the end zone, and Bishop Miege leads 7-0. Later in the half, Miege leads 13-0. More fireworks where this one came from. Rodriguez dumps this over to his tight end, Michael Blunt. He makes a big hit right here, lowers the shoulder, and goes across the goal line. Bishop Miege now leads 20-0. Next drive for Chanute, Chris Harding tries to stretch the field right here, but Isaac Eschel-Brenner makes the interception. Chanute could never get the offense rolling tonight. Bishop Miege beats the Blue Comets 37-13.
Now to Class 2A. Humboldt is also at home, trying to remain undefeated, playing host to Council Grove in tonight's sectional playoff game. This one would get off to a hot start. Cubs get the ball first, and QB Blake Ellis keeps it, goes straight up the middle, makes a man miss, and turns on the gas, leaves everybody in the dust. 60-yard touchdown. That puts the Cubs on the board first. But the Braves have an answer. They'd have an answer all night. They get the ball here inside the 5-yard line, give a quick handoff to Cade Goodell. He makes the extra effort with a man on him, gets into the end zone. A successful 2-point try ties this one up at 8 apiece. Council Grove with the ball. Just 20 seconds left before halftime. Luke Stewart goes deep. He finds Levi Waring for a big first down. Just 1 second left on the clock now, and Stewart drops back, fires a dart to the end zone. That's a touchdown. That puts the Braves up 16-8 going into the half. Second half would belong to Council Grove. They win 34-8. Humboldt's season ends in sectionals.
At Hutchison Field, the Colgan Panthers are home hosting Centralia. Trying to go back to the state semifinals is Colgan. We start in the first quarter. Jacob Flinty takes the run to the outside, follows his blockers, gets a huge gain there for Centralia. A couple plays later, Flinty takes the snap and dives across for the end zone right here, and that's a touchdown. Colgan now trailing 8-0. Carson Simmons, a quarterback for Colgan, rolls out to his right, trying to find somebody open. This pass gets tipped, but Anthony Schremer makes the one-handed catch. That moves the chains. What a big play that was. Later in the drive, Simmons runs the ball here, breaks 2 tackles, and is going to take it in for the Colgan touchdown. That makes it a 1-point game. It's now 8-7. A little later in the first half, Al Deffer takes the handoff right here for Centralia, follows his blockers, and that's another touchdown for Centralia. Colgan's season ends in the quarterfinals. Centralia wins it 46-14.
Well, Brock, all of our Kansas teams are out. We've got quite a few in Missouri, though. How about Webb City coming back to win against Carthage? And, of course, you got Seneca and Mount Vernon meeting next week.
Yeah, we have a lot of good games next week. I know Webb City is a team that was down. You know, a lot of people doubted them, but like I said earlier in the press box, when you get to the playoff time, anything can happen, and certainly Webb City has proved that, and they're moving on to the next round.
The Lamar Tigers, too, the defending state champions, stay alive. Then in Oklahoma, our lone Oklahoma team, the Welch Wildcats, move on to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, Welch is the team that likes to play fast. They like to really spread the field in that 8-man offense, so I'm really impressed to see what they can do and see if they can keep the thing going.
Well, that's all the time we have for tonight and our final episode of the 2024 high school football season. Thank you so much for tuning in over the past few months. And of course, our coverage of high school football here on KOAM continues all the way through state championships.